Oh, this is pretty nice. Let's look at that curve. We're still gonna we're still gonna discover a minion with the Raven Idol here, but this is pretty amazing to just have the 1, 2, 3 to start off with, and a 4. Perfect. And we've got a couple legends. I think we're gonna take Karen Bloodhoof because these other two don't do a whole lot. Skeleton Knight is interesting because we're pretty likely to win jousts. I wonder if that's better than Cairn. The Cairn puts this. So when the Cairn dies, it puts another 4/5 on the board without us investing any more mana. The Skeleton Knight maybe puts a 7/4 back in our hand, but we have to replay it. I think we're going to go with Cairn Bloodhoof. It just, they both probably give us, like, the Skeleton Knight has a good chance of giving us an extra creature when it dies, but it's not guaranteed, and the fact that we have to recast it makes it a little bit slower. Kieran gives an immediate effect, and it's a pretty hard card to overcome unless you're like silencing it. Even then, it takes a lot of work to deal with in Arena, so it's pretty silly. We got a really solid looking curve here, and we do have a lot of 3s. We'll be happy to just trade with that. That's fine. Getting the stealth guy here though is good because the opponent won't be able to like rock biter weapon or lightning bolt or something to remove our goblin. And they use the coins, so they won't be able to lightning storm this turn. We're going to take 6 from this, but that's okay. And I'm actually going to play the Silverhand Regent because we don't want to lose it. We don't want to trade our 3/2 for this 2/1. This gives the opponent the choice to either like send both things into our 3/3 or not be able to kill it this turn. It's a lot of Tunnel Trogs, so this opponent's probably... Oh, they are going to send both into it? I think that's fine. Yeah, cool. We can start trying to get some value with our hero power here by picking off this 1/1, but I think the Yeti's just better. We'll probably hero power next turn and play the Mounted Raptor. We don't really have to care about removing his 1/1 here because it's not a very big threat. The 1/3 can be a threat. Like, that thing has the potential to get big if he draws a couple overload cards. So it looks like he doesn't have them yet, though. But we do want to remove this sooner than later. Sooner rather than later. And here we can actually just remove this this 3/3 and play the Raptor, and we can power to get rid of his 1/1. I like this play because it leaves him with less power on the board, which is maybe it doesn't leave him with less power because he can overload, but it means he has to work a little extra to be able to remove the Raptor this turn, or actually either of our creatures. But that'll do it. But the Raptor would have just traded with his spider if we had killed the Trog instead. And that Trog will probably take out our Yeti. Oh, no. That's better, isn't it? I don't know what I was thinking. Trog taking out the Yeti. We're going to get rid of the Trog, though. And I don't really think we want to trade with this, although we'll just use the weapon on it. But he's going to use the weapon on whatever we end up playing. I do want to power to get rid of the Tunnel Trog this turn. So we'll get a Beast, and we'll power. And here we will take Malorn because it's pretty huge. And yeah, let's just make the trade. This protects our life total a little bit, and the opponent has played some pretty low-cost cards so far, and I think that we're going to have them if the game goes long, so we don't really need to hit face with the Yeti there, because we're not we're not trying to we're not trying to race. We're just trying to not die. Yeah, a wobbling route sucks. That card's pretty bad. We're just gonna get this 7-drop, I think. Yeah, that's the best use of our mana here. Wobbling Runts is, so if you look at it as 8 power and, 12 toughness for 6 mana, that seems like a lot, but you have to kill it. And we're giving the opponent the chance to do that here by playing a huge guy, but it's just like, I don't know, when you have to attack the opponent for 2 the turn after you play that, that's just really disappointing. So it doesn't kill the things that you want it to. And it takes a little while to set up. That's just, I don't think it's a very good card. Oh, well, alright. So that thing goes back into our deck, huh? We get to redraw this, maybe? That'd be sweet to draw it again this turn. We actually could start trying to get some value out of this Inspire if we wanted to, but I think we're going to be better off playing Karen Bloodhoof. Or we could try to get a dragon. Or a mech. But I think Karen Bloodhoof's going to do more for us here. He's going to be able to pick off these runs. And because the opponent has Healing Totem, we don't want to play the Spider, because it's going to be too easy for them to deal with these, with their 2/2s. So if the opponent wants to trade all three reds for this, that's fine. And they'd just be trading them for the first half, too. It's a pretty silly card. Oh, they're not killing it at all, huh? They're going to go face with the weapon, too. That's a little bit scary. I think we'll play the Tournament Medic this turn. Let's see. That's 6 mana if we want to play this guy. That leaves us 3 more. So I think we're going to Raven Idol first. What spells can we get here? I think we're going to take a minion, just to see if we can get a dragon or a mech. And we don't, but there's a Death Lord. That's not bad. That's pretty good against those runts. This isn't a card that I usually want to play, but it is a nice wall. What else can we do here? We could break the shield with our power and go down to 8 and back up to 10 with the medic. Use this guy to take one of these things out. So if we send this into the 3/2, we'd be taking 9 more. I think we're going to need the Death Lord this turn. Oh, that's pretty frightening. That's very good against our Death Lord because the runts will survive getting into combat with it. Jeez. Wow, that was huge. Are we dead? We're pretty close. Well, I guess that's what I get for, like, disrespecting the wobbling routes. I didn't see that coming at all. What do we do against this? We need to kill this guy. I think we need to kill this guy. I don't know if this is enough to keep us alive here. We've got 10 toughness on that, and he can do 10 with these first 3 creatures. So if he sends this 10 into this guy, he's got 3 here. So he can put us at 2. but then we lose the healer, so we're basically just stuck with the armor we get from this. I think we've got a good chance of getting control of this game. It may have been wrong not to attack his healing totem, but I think us having the extra point of armor is worth more than putting the damage on this. And we can not take out all... Oh, okay. So we can't take out all of his creatures that have power this turn, but we can start building our armor up. We need to go here. And we need to power, go here, and hit this. So we are at 2. So if he top decks anything that does extra damage, I guess we're dead. And we'll go ahead and discover a mech here. We don't want Jeeves because we don't want to fuel our opponent's hand, so we'll just take the Piloted Shredder. It's a pretty ridiculous card. Having like something with taunt at this point would be pretty nice. Is that damage? It is not. So this is pretty close. That's a nice thing to have. Are we dead? We need the armor. And we need to kill this and not kill the spider, interestingly. So I think we want to send a... We're going to send Cairn and a spider into this. I guess we can kill the spider. Maybe. We're going to send Cairn and a spider into this. So, yeah, we're very, very close to dead here, but it looks like we've stabilized unless the opponent, like, gets some fast damage, and this, like, well, okay, I guess we're dead. That sucks. But, you know, if they didn't top deck something that was going to give them extra damage quickly, then we were on the way to coming back there, so it's a pretty disappointing end for that game.